Yo guys, Delaire here, and playing some Archeage. It took me a bit to get this working. OBS refused to record Archeage, and a couple of the games I want to play, even though that they're kind of old, like Lucius 1 and 2, I do want to play them entirely on YouTube. Although many YouTubers have already played the games, I don't care. I want to play them, and I kind of want to live for it myself, and I actually want to record it and put it on YouTube so you guys can watch a proper gameplay. Because I personally find that you know some of the people I watch did a shoddy job, and I'm not gonna say who, because they're just gonna whine and bitch about it and make videos every day about how people are treating them like crap. But anyways, let's get to what I'm doing today. So what I'm doing is, for one, I'm gonna go feed this little bitch because she's a whiner. So I'm going to be showing you a proper way to make a Yata farm. And by proper, I don't mean the 100% way, because you should be able to fit 20 Yatas in here. And I'm not trying to do that. I'm actually trying to keep myself a little bit of room, because if you can see, I could have fit one here. But I can't because, well, I had one there, but she died. And now I'd have to take away everything and replace it, because like the fence is fucking it up. But I personally don't care about having 20 of them in here. Hell, some people I know have 19 and 18. So far, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. So I could probably fit another like 3 or 4 here, to get myself 16 or so. But I personally don't give a shit about how many I have. I had to kill these 3 off twice already. Because if you haven't noticed, because you can tell by the backs, I haven't gotten a single male. And it's a 5% chance that you get a male. So, what I'm going to show you guys today is I've watched many videos on how to do it, but the thing is, they don't show you how to do it. So, obviously, I'm going to skip a few things here. First thing is, when you place them, if you want to do it the 19 way, the way I've seen, the way I've heard that was like the best way would be start from your exterior and place them perfectly all along the side, like the walls, and then the inner circle, and then if you can fit them in like places where you obviously need like a fill. But then after that, obviously you have to wait their wait time, which this guy still has 11 hours on his timer. This guy has 11. All of them have 11. You want to feed them. Okay, and then make sure you have cashmere yadas. Because I watched a video when I first started this, and the fucking guy just said yada. Well, if you go onto the auction house and write yada, well, what the fuck do you see? Okay, so you see all this yada fur, that's for sure. You see cashmere yadas, but you're like, oh fuck, that's like 20 some gold, right? And then you're like, you know what? Let's just continue to go down. Then you're like, ah, striped yadas, and you're like, oh wow, it's a guaranteed male because it's striped. And then you're like, you know what? I think I'm gonna buy. Last time I just saw Yata. It was a calf. It didn't say cashmere, and one of the guys was like, yeah, it doesn't matter. So obviously I placed them. They grew instantly. I'm like, what the fuck? The guy said since it's in my farm, it would take hours. So I was calling the guy a retard shit, and I'm like, it hasn't asked me to actually feed them combined food or giving me the option to kill them. No, I ended up planting like 10 fucking rideable Yatas. So I had to figure out on my own that you had to go buy cashmere Yatas, which to me made sense at first, but the guy was like, no, save gold and like don't buy those ones. Buy the ones, from auction houses, and it doesn't matter what says in front of them. I don't know if the guy was just trolling me or just really that dumb. And he has rideable Yatas in his farm. But whatever. So what you want to do, you place them all, right? That's step 1. Step 2, feed them all. Let the timer go on. So then step 3 is basically hoping you get males in the center circle here, because they're stud mode, I guess you can say. After you shear them and feed them, they have a possible chance of going into what it's called a stud mode. So do females, but theirs is like a blushing mode. You'll see like pink over them. The guys, they're just, horny little fucks. But the male's radius, so this guy here alone, I'm pretty sure his radius goes around here and a circle around him. So he can basically get all the females in one like section, right? So that's why you kind of want 3 or 4 to collect the entire farm. And then obviously this guy and this guy, let's just say the back guy goes stud, he'll collect all these females basically. This guy doesn't, it's okay. This one might be a stud. You know what I mean? Like it's all chance. And males have a 5% drop rate, so you'll most likely just get, a shit ton of females. You're gonna have to kill off some of them to get males, and so on and so forth. Eventually, though, like I'll get back to you guys why I don't want to fill up everything. But first, so let's go back here. So yeah, you want to feed them all, and you want to kill all the females in the middle. Only these four. Only these four. You want to make sure that those four are males. I know it's costy, like buying them from the auction house or the vocation place, which yeah, it's fucking shitty. But yeah, so you're gonna shear them, and then you're going to feed them. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure with the females, because I haven't been able to do it. I actually talked to a friend that told me this, and I've read on like wiki pages and Archeage forums. You only need to feed the females for them to get into their love mode. Males, you have to shear and feed them, because they'll either go into recovery mode or stud mode. So you can chance it, because every time you shear your Yatas, they have a chance of dying, getting sick, and all that crap. So some people prefer not to shear their females, because why not save money and hope to God that those ones don't die? You'd rather replace 4 than replace 20, right? Right. But I shear all of them, whether it kills them or not, because the more stuff you shear off them, the more chances at rare drops you get. So I'd rather take that chance and shear them all, have some of them die once in a while. Like hell, my first time shearing one, she fucking died. I was so pissed, but whatever, shit happens. So that's basically it. You want to place them in your own pattern. Like honestly, like if you want to have 20 in them, go for it. But this is where I'm going to tell you what I want. As you can see, I have 2 grapevines here, which I just have them in here because I have grapevines. But usually I'll plant a bunch of pumpkins in one shot, and then a bunch of barley, and then a bunch of barley, and then clovers. Because if you go here to your farm, go to crafting, go to husbandry, and then go to husbandry gear, it takes 6 clovers, 3 pumpkins, and 2 hay bales, which you get from like barley. And I'm not sure what else you can get them from, but enough barley gives you like it drops it too. Like you'll pick up a couple barley and then a hay bale. So yeah, I find it's always good to have a little room to plant. But that's because this isn't even my farm. This is my alt account's farm. Delaire, as you can see, I'm Wolf because yeah. Just don't worry about the names, okay? Like I couldn't take Delaire because my old account was on it, but I didn't want to use it, so I made a new Delaire. Yeah, and he's a Warborn if you wanted to know. So I used his Scarecrow here because I accidentally discarded mine, and I'm waiting for Tryon to get back to me for my request. Eventually I will have a second farm, hopefully in this area, so I'm not too far. My girlfriend plays the game, and she'll be starting another account too. She's already got one that's level 40. She'll be making a farm, and hopefully a second one as well. I will be doing Yatas and food. She'll be doing buffaloes and polar bears. So my food will be central for all of them. But till I get my other scarecrow, I'm stuck, putting my vegetables and shit like that in here as well. So that's why I'm saying do it this way at first, and then let's just say right, because you sell Yata fur for a decent price, and you sell Yatas for a really good price too. Whenever you obviously make the little kid, well not a kid, but you know what I mean, the little baby Yatas. So you sell those, and you can actually make quite a bit of money on Yata farming, and it's not free, but it's so cheap to do, and you get so much money. Like honestly, it's probably one of the best things to do would be either doing Yatas, polar bears, or water buffaloes, or hell, even cows. I think I'm going to convince her to do cows instead of water buffaloes, because milk, if you go look on the auction house, milk actually goes for a decent price, right? 1,000 for 19. That's actually really good, and these are grand. I think these are normal, but like I don't get the fuck the differences between the two. But yeah, as you can see, milk goes for a decent price, even if you go on the decreasing one. As you can see, the highest one is 61 for 1,000. Milk goes for a lot. Buffalo, I'm pretty sure you just get meat for it, but if these ones ever, you need to place them again, I would recommend just fucking slaughtering all of them, collect all their meat, turn them into When you have blue salt nice, you can like basically it looks like ground beef. You sell that for a decent price too, pretty penny. And then after you get your second garden, I personally believe that you should keep room for plants and vegetation most likely, because if you want to go buy a pumpkin from the auction house and all that crap, you can. But that's a waste of money there. You can just go buy those seeds over there. Pumpkin seeds are vocation, but spend 2,000 labors a day, you're fine. And eventually you'll be able to save up around 800 gold to buy an apex, and then do that, buy 2 apexes, get patron for free. Basically, that's what I did. I got patron free, not because of this. My next episode, I'll show you what I did to get patron. It's quite simple. I find it pretty fast as well. So you can do both. I'm gonna show you the next strategy in the next video. But you can do both at the same time. It's just it costs labor for both, so you might not be able to do as much as you wanted to. So you can either stick to one profession or two. I don't ever recommend doing more than two though. You do not have enough labor for that crap. Anyways, that was this video. Next time I have to plant another cashmere Yata and shear it in that, I will do another video just saying this is what it looks like. Let's hope this works, blah blah blah, you know what I mean? All that shit. Anyways, it's been Delaire, guys. Later.